Hi friends, good day. Today I am working out fifth problem of Datas method. Srinivasa Limited, who carried on just a minute my dear friends. Okay, Srinivasa Limited, who carried on a retail business, opened a branch X on 1/1/2015 where all sales are on credit basis. All sales are on credit basis. All goods required by the branch were supplied from head office and were invoiced to the branch at 10% above the cost. The following were the transaction during January to March 15. Goods sent to branch. Purchase price is nothing but cost price. This is cost price. 40,000, 50,000 plus 60,000. If you take calculator, 40 plus 50 plus 60, it is coming to, this is cost price I am talking about. 3 months you should add. 60, 40, 1,50,000. Now, when goods are consigned at, goods are sent to branch at invoice price, this is to be converted to invoice price. Sales are shown by the branch monthly reports because all the sales were on credit notes. This is nothing but credit sales. If you go for total of this is total column I'm writing. Of course, sales will be at selling price only 38,000 plus 42,000 plus 55,000. It is coming to 1,35,000 is credit sales. Cash from debtors remitted to head office. That means this is collected. Collected from debtors. Cash collected from debtors. So 20,000 plus 51,000 plus 35,000. It is coming to 1,06,000. Say this is sales shown, this is cash collected. Now return to head office, invoice price to branch. Invoice price to branch means here he himself has given the invoice value. This is cost price. So please remember here after adding the percentage they are given 1200 plus 800, 2000 plus 2400, 4400. This is invoice price. Then the stock of goods held by the branch on 31st March 15 amounted to 53,900 at the invoice price to branch. That means this information also has been given at invoice price. Invoice price, that is closing stock. Record these transactions in the head office book showing balance on 31st March 15 and the branch gross profit for 3 months at 3 months ended on the date. Now you can see he has not given which method to be followed. Okay, so if you go by this, opening stock is not there. We don't have information of opening stock. We don't have information of the closing debtors, and we don't have information of closing stock is there, closing debtors information is not there, and that too is asking us to prepare a 3 months information, 3 months profit or loss. Okay, because he has opened a branch on 1/1/2015. We have learned that when transactions are few, generally they follow which method? Debtors method. So even though it has not been given, we can prepare debtors method, follow debtors method for finding out the profit. So how to do that, sir? So first I need to go for, I don't have any opening stock because you have started branch on 1/1/2015. So, and the goods have been supplied by head office to branch. So that is at a price which is more than cost price. So goods sent to branch will be debited to branch account. You know that it will be debited to branch account. Sales shown by the branch, credit sales we won't be taking, but we will be taking credit amount collected from branch. This will be taken to credit side. Returns will be taken to credit side. So we got information number 1, goods sent to branch. We got information number 2, goods returned by branch. Information number 3, we got amount remitted. Information number 4, we got the closing stock at branch. And now information number 5, then information number 5 is that closing data I need to find out. Clear to all of you? Repeat once again. Information number 1, I got goods sent to branch. Information number 2, returns I got. Information 3, cash remitted head office I got. Information number 4, I got closing stock. Now I need to find out closing data. How to find out closing data, that I will be explaining here. So problem number question number 5 I am working out here. Working notes is that I need to find out closing balance of debtors. Total credit sales minus total amount collected from customers or debtors. You can see cash from debtors remitted at office means is cash collected from debtors. So I got total 1,35,000 here. Total credit sales 1,35,000, and I got cash from debtors remitted 1,06,000. I am deducting 1,06,000. 1,35,000 minus 1,06,000. It is 29,000 is closing debtors. Now here, this also I am just giving for a tutorial note or working notes, no issue. Working notes number 2, you can see goods sent to branch has been given at purchase price. When goods are consigned at a price which is more than cost price, it is to be recorded invoice price only. So this cost price I have to convert into invoice price. So how to convert that into invoice price? $1,50,000. Working notes number 2 is invoice price of goods sent to branch. Invoice price of goods sent to branch. How to find out this invoice price? So invoice price purchase price is nothing but cost price. Cost price plus profit. Okay. So let us see this now. Total coming to 1,50,000, no? Because percentage of profit has been given on cost price, you can see 10% above cost. So 1,50,000 plus 10% on 1,50,000. It is coming to 1,65,000. And working notes number 3. For removal of loading on goods yeah, I'm one more point I'm giving extra. If you want, you can delete this in the examination. I right from the beginning, you know my way of teaching, that I give you the lot of information on the screen or on the board, because for you to understand certain things you can simplify it. It's not that compulsory whatever I'm writing on the screen that you should follow and should work out. This is for you to understand. For removal of loading on goods sent to branch, comma, goods written by branch and closing stock with branch. These items were given at invoice price. Recorded at branch record in branch account at invoice price. Since these items are recorded in branch account at invoice price, we need to convert the percentage of profit cost price to invoice price. You can see that percentage of profit was given on cost price. So I have to convert this into invoice price. How, sir? 1/10th of CP is equal to 1/11th of invoice price. Clear to all of you? Now we can work out. Now we can start doing the problem. A branch X, okay, who carried on a retail business opened a branch X. In the books of Srinivasa Limited, X branch account. Okay, so to goods sent to branch, working notes number 1, I think. Working notes number 2, sorry. Working notes number 2, 1,65,000. Okay. Then by bank, amount remitted, we have calculated total amount remitted. Cash from debtors remitted to head office, if you add total, it is coming to 1,06,000. Then sales returns, how much we are having? 4,400. By goods sent to branch return, 4,400. Okay. Then we also got the information of closing stock, closing debtors. And these values have been given at invoice price, no? This also has been given at invoice price. This is at invoice price. We have already worked out. So by balance carry down, stock at invoice price 53,900. Then debtors working notes number 1, I think. Yeah. Debtors working notes number 1, 29,000. Debtors working notes number 1, 29,000. Next, we have to remove the loading effect now. Loading effect is to be removed. How to remove loading effect? Goods sent to branch, loading effect. You reverse it. We write entry branch account data, goods sent to branch, reverse it, goods sent to branch to branch. It is just like consignment, my dear friends. If you remember, recollect yourself, consignment to goods sent on consignment. If you reverse it, goods sent on consignment to consignment. Same. By goods sent to branch. Loading, that is 1,65,000 into 1 by 11. I have told you already, 1 by 10th of CP is equal to 1 by. So 1,65,000 by 11, you are getting 15,000. We have already got it, no? See, there you have working notes number 1, we have done it already. Cost price plus profit. Profit is nothing but loading effect. Okay, then we have to go for now loading effect here. To goods sent to branch, loading on returns. It is coming to 4,400 into 1 by 11. 400 rupees. Okay, then we need to go for loading on closing stock. Then loading we are having on 4 items. Opening stock, we don't have opening stock, no loading. Goods sent to branch, second. Goods returned by branch, loading. Closing stock, loading. To stock reserve. Loading on closing stock. 53,900 into 1 by 11. It is coming to 4,900. Okay. Now everything has been taken out by us, so we can find out profit or loss. If credit side is showing more, you will be getting profit. If debit side is showing more, you will be getting loss. Okay. Now let us see this values. 1,06,000 plus 4,400 plus 15,000 plus 53,900 plus 29,000. It is coming to 2,08,300. Minus 1,65,000 minus 400 minus 49,000. Sorry, minus 4,900. Minus 4,900. You are getting a profit of profit transferred 38,000. Okay, this is how you have to work out this problem. You can expect these kind of problems as short questions. Okay, this also can be done a final accounts method. Anyone will be taking up that when you take a final accounts, everything is at cost price. Goods sent to branch is at cost price, closing stock is at cost price. Then there we take a credit sales. That's it. There we take credit sales, we have to get the profit. Yes, don't work out, but I'm telling you generally you can work, we can find out by doing that. So we'll move on to the next problem. See, for discussion's sake, what I'm doing, I'm making this as a numbers. This is the 13th one. This is 14 today. I'm giving this as a homework. 15th one. 16th one. 17th problem. 18th. Problems totally. First we are working out first phase. This is total 18 problems we are having in the branch account, and these then foreign branches you are having 1 2 3. This will become fifth problem. You can make a note in the material. Fifth problem. This is sixth. So 6 foreign branches problems we are having. Then these additional problems are for practice, for you to practice. So 18 plus 6, 24. And these additional problems, and after completion of it, if we feel like after going through that, definitely we may be having some difficulty in certain problems. And if time permits, I wish to take the branch accounts particularly. I have to explain you few problems on study material which are also there in additional which are also there as additional problems. So that I'll be discussing after completion of branch accounts. First, let me complete inland branches completely, foreign branches. It's a very lengthy chapter. I told you the reason is that you are having various methods. Then we can come back to that. So, and for all other chapters, maximum I've covered. Whatever is there in the study material, those models have been covered. You can work out. Only department account, I told you, my dear friends, don't look at the that last method which you have done. Suddenly I'm unable to recollect it. Markup account. And that particular markup account method, the problem that has been worked out is different. Whatever we have learned, you do the same way, you will be able to get it. You will be able to understand it, right? Now let me take you to this last problem, 18th problem. XYZ company is having its branch at Calcutta. Goods are invoiced to the branch at 20% profit on sale. Branch has been instructed to send all cash daily to head office. You read the problem. Can you try this? Come on. I'm giving 2 minutes time. I'll just instead of me telling you, explaining this, is asking prepare branch account in the books of head office. I'm giving 2 minutes time. Can you try? Just have a thought, look at it. Okay. So what I do in the meanwhile, but I've gone through this. Even for this, just I don't want, for every problem I can't do final accounts. This also can be done in a final accounts method. Just I thought of sharing one more problem. If the above problem is worked out by final accounts method, I told you everything is to be recorded. Trading account for 3 months ending, everything is to be at cost price. No need to write loading effect, my dear friends. To goods sent to branch, cost price 1,50,000 minus returns 4,000. It is coming to 1,46,000. How, sir? You can see 165 minus 15, 150. 4,400 minus 400, 4,000. So goods sent to branch 165 minus 15, 150, 150 minus 4, 146. No, this is what goods sent to branch at cost price. Returns also at what price? Cost price. Even when you're doing this, you also can do like this. Loading effect, what you can do instead of writing the like this, here goods sent to branch loading, what you can do, 165 minus 4,400 on that 1 by 11 directly you can calculate. Is this clear? But just for you to have a when you are going for net effect, be careful because sometimes you may be getting a wrong answer, calculation mistake, due to calculation mistake I'm saying. So loading on returns can be taken on the other side, or you can adjust here. You can write like goods sent to branch here, or in goods sent to branch itself you can deduct 4,400, you can directly write. Then the calculation becomes simple. Goods sent to branch less returns also you can write. Like for a branch it is like a purchase, no, purchase minus purchase returns, the way we write we can do it. It's your wish. Okay, then here you will be writing sales, no, sales. Here we got only information of credit sales. Already we have got 1,31,000. Working notes number 1 with, I think we have done it. Credit sales, total credits is 1,35,000. Sorry, not 1,31,000, 1,35,000. $1,35,000. This is final accounts method. Next, closing stock. Closing stock also at what value? Cost price. How to get cost price, sir? We got invoice price, no, 53,900 minus loading, we got 4,900. $49,000. So 1,35,000 plus 49,000, you're getting 1,84,000. Minus 146. $38,000 answer you are getting. Profit carried down. Is this clear? So last class also you have done final account. Let us not waste time for every problem to do both methods. Sometimes you'll be stuck up somewhere. Be careful. Unless he's asking, do it. It's a practice. We will be working out few problems on final accounts also. Okay. Then next, we'll move on to this problem. I told you to, I have asked you to see that by this time you got some idea on this. Invoice to branch at 20% profit on sale. Last problem he has given at cost price. Branch has been instructed to send all cash daily to head office. All expenses are paid by head office except petty expenses which are met by branch manager. So from the following particulars, prepare branch account in the books of head office. Stock at invoice price has been given. Data's opening is there. Cash in hand opening is there. Office furniture opening is there. Goods invoice from the head office or invoice price himself has given. Goods returned to head office. Goods returned to head office is also obviously that is also at invoice price only. Okay. Next, goods written by debtors. This will be taken to debtors account. Cash received from debtors will be taken debtors account. Credit sales will be taken debtors account. I think debtors, closing debtors is missing in you have gone through this. Discount allowed debtors will be taken to debtors account. Expenses paid by the head office, branch account debtor to cash, rent, salary, stationery and printing, petty expenses. Depreciation provided for finding out the closing balance. Stock on 31st at invoice price. Okay, now we need to prepare which account? Debtors account. I've given the number, problem number. This 18th. Remember last problem. May 2011 is 18th problem. So what information is missing? First, I think let me complete with one working notes number 1 on traditionally people they write memorandum branch debtors, but in sometimes in the problem they are writing debtors or branch debtors. What happened, you know, when you really you start explaining, frankly I'm telling you, so many things you can learn. Age is not the barrier, age is not the question. Really, if you want to really learn with a purpose, with a clarity of thought, I'm very sorry to say that some people they write debtors. Head office are having any debtors? No, branch debtors. That is point number 1. And memorandum, because branch debtors data is being maintained. Memorandum in the sense customer's account individually you may maintain, but memorandum means temporary account. The purpose of opening debtors account, we use the term temporary. Temporary means to find out the missing information for doing the problem, then we can use the term memorandum. Even if you write branch debtors, it doesn't affect your answer, but generally why we need to use the term. Even if you write branch debtors or event debtors, it doesn't affect your problem, you will get the right answer. Just why I am writing the heading title, I am telling you, explaining you. To balance brought down 18,000. To credit sales 60,000. By cash collected from debtors 60,000. Then goods returned by debtors is nothing but sales returns, no? By sales returns 960. Next, discount allowed to debtors 160. Now you can find out the closing balance. Totally 78,000. 78,000 minus 60,000 minus 960 minus 160. It is coming to 16,880. By balance carried on. Now we got the information of closing debtors. Closing stock has already been given. So these two information come. Cash in hand opening is there, closing is not there. Office furniture opening is there, closing is not there. So let me explain about cash in hand, 800 rupees. And he said that all expenses are paid by the office except petty expenses which are met by branch manager. Okay, that is why maybe having cash on hand. It's like a petty cash. He has not given the term petty cash, but it implies petty cash. So this cash in hand is nothing but petty cash. So imprest has not been given. So this cash we can assume as petty. We can assume as petty, but don't write in the examination petty. If he is giving cash, but it implies petty. So petty cash 800. Petty cash expenses paid by the branch 600. If it is imprest opening and closing will be same, then 600 we can debit. But I've told you a number of times, if you want you can go back and watch the video again and again on petty expenses. If when he has not mentioned it is impressed, it is non-impressed, then we need to write opening balance, we need to write closing balance. So how to get closing balance, it is not given. 800 rupees cash in hand minus petty expenses paid by the branch 600, then you will be getting closing petty cash balance. Clear to all of you? So let me write that working notes number 2. Closing petty cash balance. For you to understand. Date has been cash in hand 1st April 2010. What is the amount he has given? 800 and expenses 600. If the same problem is given as impress, then what you do know? This 800 you write on the debit side, 800 you write on the credit side, 600 you write on the debit side. Clear to all of you? 800 you write on the debit side, 800 again you write on the debit side, and then credit side. Then you write 600 on the debit side. That's it. That is how you will be writing. This is closing. Even if you do like this, I'll tell you 800 impressed, 800 impressed, 600 you write. 800 plus 600, 1400. 1400 minus 800, 600 only. Net effect you will be getting ultimately. What is the net effect you are getting? 600 rupees has been debited. This is under impress system. If it is non-impress system, you can see this is impressed. Treatment will be like this is opening balance, this is closing balance. Non-impressed 800 here, 600 200 closing. Are you having same effect or not? Tell me. 800 plus 600, 1400 minus 800, net effect is 600, no? Debit side more. 800 minus 200, net effect is 600, no? So tell me either impressed or non-impressed, effect is same or not? I repeat once again, 800 opening, closing 800 under impress system. This is petty expenses incurred. If you see the net effect is 600, no? Now non-impressed 800 opening, closing 200. What is the net effect? 600. So that means branch account is being debited in both the cases with how much? 600 rupees. So either you follow impressed, you don't follow impressed, the treatment will be the same. Next, third point. These things for you to understand I am writing, otherwise this you can do in the branch account itself. Point number 3. Furniture, office furniture, 3000. 3000 office furniture. Depreciation how much has been given? 10%. 3000 minus 10% on 3000. Opening balance 3000 minus depreciation is closing balance of furniture. Okay, so I think we can start doing the problem now. And the loading effect. Everything is given at invoice price. When nothing is mentioned, everything is goods sent is at invoice price. Obviously, goods written head office also at invoice price. No need to mention. Just he is given this. He has given this to confuse you. Understand? Unless he gives cost price, you shall assume that when goods are sent to head office, from head office to branch at invoice price, it is also at invoice price. Now, then he is saying that goods are invoiced to branch at 20% profit on sale. That means information is invoice price, percentage is also on invoice price. No need to change the percentage of invoice price. So we are having loading effect on opening stock, closing stock, goods sent to branch, goods returned by branch. So he's asking XYZ company is having its branch in Calcutta. Okay. We can also write like this: Kolkata branch account in the books of head office. Right. Let me start with opening balance first. To balance brought down. Stock invoice price 30,000. Then debtors 18,000. Cash 800. Furniture 3,000. Next, goods invoice from head office invoice price 1,60,000. One lakh 60,000. Goods returned to head office will appear on the credit side, no? Same thing we write. Or you can buy goods sent to branch returns. Returns also at invoice price 2000. And this I told you already, it will go to debtors, but cash receipt from debtors, cash says both will be remitted to whom? Whatever the branch is collecting, because we have seen branch has been instructed to send all cash daily to head office. That means cash receipt from debtors, cash says this has been sent by the branch to head office. So 60 plus 1 lakh, it is coming to 1,60,000. You can write cash account or branch account, bank account. Cash sales 1 lakh. Cash from debtors 60,000. Small things, even the depreciation etc. You can petty cash balance you can write here also like this. Instead of going for working notes, you can save some time. Okay. So then cash sales is, this is completed. Discount allowed to debtors, I have told you. Expenses paid by head office. Expenses paid by head office. These three will be debited to which account? Branch account. Here also better, instead of cash you use the term bank, because they will be making payment through bank. Okay, better you assume bank. Here also I am writing bank. Expenses paid by head office. We are having one after the other. Rent 1800, salary 3200. Salary 2000, 3200. Printing and stationery and printing 800. Okay, total it is coming to 5800. Now this already we have already this information is for us to find out the closing balance, that I have done it. Now closing balances I should write. Buy balance carried on. We are having 4 items: stock, debtors, cash, furniture. Stock himself has given the problem 28,000. It invoice price has given. You can see debtors working notes number 1. Debtors 16,800, 200 cash. Debtors how much? 16,800. Cash 200. Furniture 2,700. The debtors working notes is important. Cash etc. You can write 800 minus 600 and 3,000 minus 10% of 3,000. You can write instead of writing working notes. Okay. This is complete. Now we are left out with loading effect. We are having loading effect on this one. Loading effect on this one. 2. Loading effect on, sorry, this is 2. This is 3. Returns. 4. Loading on closing stock. To highlight this point, I'm using red marker. Tell you. First, let me write by stock reserve. And some, I think it is better you can write the stock reserve in the top, because it's very easy for you to do it. Okay, no problem even if you write also, but just I'm telling you also can do like this. Invoice price, loading effect, you can write, no issue. So 30,000 into 20%, no, because he has given 20% profit on sales, no. So therefore no need to convert the percentage, because stock has been given at invoice price 6,000. Then by goods sent to branch, loading. $32,000, because that is also given at invoice price. Okay, then we are having loading on goods return, no. He has given invoice price as 2,000. You can see returns invoice price has been given how much? 2,000 on 2,000, 20%. Finally, to stock reserve. Loading on closing stock. 28,000 20%, 5,600. So we got loadings now completed. Now we can go for finding out the result. Take the calculator, see the total. 2000 plus 1,60,000 plus 6,000 plus 32,000 plus 28,000 plus 16,800 plus 200 plus 2,700. Last 16,008. Mistake. It is coming to 2,47,780. Two lakh 47,780 minus, you keep on deducting that, you are getting 24,180 is the profit. Profit transferred. Okay, so this is how you have to finish off your problem. I hope you can able to do this kind of datas method. By this time I think you are comfortable in doing it. Now what I have decided, the same model we are having, this one you can see 25% profit on sale, all expenses are paid by head office except petty expenses. Same model, office furniture, goods returned by head office, only values have changed. And here guess in place of giving petty expense, he has given miscellaneous expenses. 1,000 minus 700, you will be getting 300. That's it. Closing balance. These three expenses paid, these are the expenses paid by branch, because he has given petty expenses are met by branch. Office other miscellaneous expenses are nothing but petty expenses. I think this you can do it. This I am giving as a homework to you. So I think totally five problems, and this is 1/6, and 7 this I am giving as homework. Around 7 problems you are done on datas method. Stock and datas is a lengthy procedure, but you don't have many number of problems on that method because you need to open lot of accounts. Having said, we work out that in the next class. We will be starting tomorrow's class, stock and datas method. So we'll continue our discussion in the next class. Till then, goodbye. Thank you. God bless you all. So tomorrow I'm starting once again. I'm telling you which method we will be going for, stock and datas method. Okay.